dropping shit?
Thank you all for coming. My name is Caro Kok. I am the writer of Girl After Doomsday, and as you will all soon discover and see if you don't already know, I am bipolar, and I've tried several times since I was diagnosed at 18 to write a script that encapsulates the emotions and associations I have toward this specific mental illness, and this project is the first one of those attempts to make it past the first draft. I want to thank KSU TPS, Margaret, our faculty advisor, my scene shop coworkers, my roommates, my friends, my creative team and cast, and especially our director, Kailee Wang. Have enabled me to do this. Note the word enable. Please take a moment to check your programs for content warnings for this show and take care of yourself in whatever way you need. There will be a short talk back about student works after the show, so stick around if you would like to. I think you should. Turn off your ringers and the play will begin momentarily. Thank you.
Ridiculous.
Mom.
Why isn't it started yet?
Mom.
They said it would start by now. What's stopping them?
Mom, we're public.
This isn't professional.
Good thing.
I'm not waiting.
B.
Is this what you think of me? I'm not the crazy one. You're the crazy one.
Mom, you threw a tantrum because the show didn't start on time. It literally started 2 minutes after we left.
This is America. I'm an American citizen. I'm allowed to have opinions. Beatrice, you don't get to villainize me for that.
Bruh.
Oh, don't judge me. I do my best.
Is this what you're going to think of me?
I mean, carefully. Yeah! It's not like we're your only friends. Yeah! Everyone loves you. And nobody really has true friends. You have even more friends than us. Right! And we already knew you were...
Knew I was what? It's fine. You're puppets. It's not like there's any actual repercussions for your words or actions.
Weird, crazy, abnormal, mentally ill, right? What? Everyone's mentally ill. It's a whole thing. Doesn't make someone bad, dude.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Me?
What? Does it make you uncomfortable or something? Well, you're doing a bang-up job of showing it right now.
No, it does not make me uncomfortable.
Oh, wow, bang-up job.
Because you weren't around. I'm not good at texting. I was every now and then, you know?
Wren wasn't around, though.
Yeah, I went home too. Oh, Wren was on a walk.
I wasn't on lockdown.
We're dealing with stuff. Like your mom. I don't do shit. I do too. And one thing we did over summer. Went on a month-long road trip. Sent me pictures of like 20 different southeastern landmarks. Almost got abducted by Mothman. Remember? It was a whole thing. Red doesn't have mommy issues.
Is that the only thing you associate me with?
Well, it's definitely not something I don't associate with you. I associate you with mommy issues. What? For whatever it's worth, I'm not scared of mental illness.
Why'd you stop talking to me over the summer too?
Because I'm scared of the very specific kind of mental illness you have.
Thank you for your honesty.
You got it. I'm gonna leave now.
Cool. You know that feeling when it's finals week and you're cramming, so you get really worked up and stressed out, but you refuse to take a break because you don't think you have time to take a break, but you're also just telling yourself that you don't have time to take a break because something has to be wrong, and if you decide what's wrong, then you finally have control. If you don't do that, then you know somebody else who does. But even if every other person does it, people will still say that something's wrong with you because it wasn't normal to someone however many years ago that they decided they knew what normal was. Probably because they so desperately wanted to convince themselves that they were perfectly normal and didn't at all have an insecurity complex that they made themselves the default human being. And now I have to have an unspecified type of bipolar disorder because I'm too young to actually diagnose and higher insurance rates.
I am mentally unwell and saying that just well. My mom says it's not from her. I don't think that's true. My disorder ain't new, but I can't really be sure.
You want to tell the people where'd you get your mental disorder from?
My mom.
Oh my God, Sadie! I love that for you.
Thanks. I'm gonna leave now.
Cool. I want to go home.
Why?
There's so many people.
You spent the entire summer inside.
Yeah, because there's so many people.
I had a mental breakdown in the spring and got medicated. Now you see, my instability was asserted. Now I'm scared of people and introverted.
You gotta rejoin society eventually.
What if I'm not ready to?
Well, are you gonna be ready on Monday when you have to go sit in actual classes again with anywhere from 20 to 120 people?
No.
Are you still gonna go?
Yeah.
Okay, then baby steps.
Why?
Because I'd rather you not just get thrown to the wolves and have a culture shock because you haven't seen anyone other than me or your mother for 3 months.
Your culture is gonna shock me.
Socializing.
Shit.
We can literally sit here in silence for 10 minutes, if you want, and then we can leave.
Okay.
synergetic model. It recognizes communication as a process with multiple sides, and each side creates and receives messages based on a variety of different ways and a variety of different factors. It is the culmination of intersectionality, all the parts that make you, all your identity, past, language, societal norms, and how it influences our ability to communicate. Think about the marshmallow test. Whether or not the child who took the marshmallow or waited for another was found in correlation with socioeconomic stability. I'm sure many of either you or your friends say, I'm okay with that, but it's not for me. Even if there were no events that created these preferences will still impact the way you communicate with others. Humans are social creatures. You will interact with others, and sometimes you seek out the comfort of those like you.
Hi, my name is Olivia. I suffer from an order known as executive function.
I'm Harrison. I suffer from another order known as has never been depressed.
And I'm Philipa. I suffer from an order called has always gone to sleep at a healthy time for my age.
The three of us met on www.neurotypicalmingle.com.
Neurotypicalmingle.com is a website to help you find friends and support your moments in your life where you think, wow, am I the only well-functioning person I know?
We know those moments can be lonely, with nobody to support you in your completely healthy state of mind.
We know what it's like when your only friends are just always such downers.
Like us, you've always wondered why your friends simply can't just stop being annoying.
It's like we get it. Your brain works differently. But what's your brain work differently then? My brain? But you never hear me complaining about how my brain is wired differently than yours or how perfectly fine that I am and always have been.
It's so important to find friends just like you, who understand. Because if you don't, you'll end up exactly like your neurodivergent friends.
Which ones?
All of them.
And nobody wants that. So join us at Neurotypical Mingle.
Neurotypical Mingle.
Neurotypicalmingle.com.
Happy being normal.
If you want to take someone normal, try neurotypicalmingle.com.
Most of us seek out companionship with varying levels of social skills and success, of course.
We haven't even made it to Wednesday.
It's Saturday.
What?
Maybe. If we pretend the weekend is already here, it'll scare away the rest of the week for us. You know, like, we're manifesting solutions. So, when's your friend coming?
Any minute now.
Hello, Beatrice. This is Christian from the U.S. Army Recruitment Center. Just wanted to reach out and ask if you have any questions, if you're interested in the Army or the Army Reserves. We offer great college benefits and we also have local opportunities. Have a great day.
Do you even qualify for military service?
No.
Oh, fantastic.
Anyways, your friend.
Who, Christian from the U.S. Army Recruitment Center?
Oh my gosh, no, your friend.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think you'll love them.
Oh, okay, so like how'd you guys meet?
They were in my psych class.
Oh, so you like sat next to them, or?
Yeah. They gave me a stick of gum.
What? They gave you a stick of gum.
It's a stick of gum.
So that means you think they're cute.
No, they gave me a stick of gum, not the other way around. Why are you looking at me like that?
I remember fucking, Reggie? Reginald? Ooh, Rylan. Ryan?
Brian.
Brian! Yes! Yeah, I remember Brian Matthews. I knew you in middle school. I remember your first boyfriend.
Brian did not give me a stick of gum.
Wait. No. Bailey.
What?
Smith.
You mean Brittany?
Brittany! Smith. Ugh. You know, I remember you in high school. I knew your first girlfriend.
I don't know if she really qualified as my girlfriend.
Whatever. Also, what's with you and B names? She gave you a stick of gum, and then you fell in love, as 15-year-olds do, over little things like a stick of gum. And then I caught you two making out on a picnic table.
Bro,
we
thought it was cute.
Rom-com.
She started it.
Yeah, but she gave you a stick of gum.
How did we get here?
Your friend giving you a stick of gum?
Fuck. Wren, hey!
Hey, Nick. Hey, this is B. We grew up together.
We were friends for a while till you said, see you later, crocodile. Haven't seen you in weeks, I'm honestly kind of freaked. What are we supposed to do? What am I supposed to say to you?
Hey, B.
Hi, Puppet Wren.
Glad to see you're getting some sun. I didn't know you were coming back so soon.
Yeah, well, I had a meltdown, but I didn't flee the country or anything. I did consider it, though. That would have been nice. But also, I'm not an angsty teenager anymore, so that probably wouldn't have been that nice, actually. Yeah.
Well, we'd miss you if you did.
Who's we?
Oh, you know. Nick. Me.
Hey. Are you okay?
Yeah, of course. Just good to see you again.
Oh, so you two...
Yeah, we've been friends since freshman year. College, not high school.
That's right, because otherwise I know you already.
I'll be right back. I see a shiny thing.
What?
A shiny thing? You know, the things that are shiny and like not here? Yeah.
I guess we'll just wait for her?
Yeah, sure, of course.
So, you knew B in high school?
Yeah.
How'd you meet?
Oh, we got paired up for a math project for 3rd grade.
Ew.
And
They gave you math projects in 3rd grade?
we went to public school.
Come.
Oh, yeah, sure. Thanks. Hey, where's the...
Shiny thing?
Yeah.
A lizard ate it?
Okay.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, honey. Are you busy?
I'm at the park with Nick and Wren.
Wren.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you need?
Just checking in. How was your first day back?
Exhausting.
Yeah? What classes do you have today?
Communications.
Tell me about it.
I mean, it was a lot of the syllabus and the complexity of communications.
Yeah? Hello? Why aren't you saying?
I had my first depressive episode when I was 10 years old. And there was a long list of things that could have been that nobody wanted to check me for. I wouldn't shut up. I struggled to pay attention. I'd skip a lot of thoughts, so nobody ever knew what I was talking about. I had no perception of when I was screaming or not. I would start exercising at 3 in the morning on a school night because I needed to be healthy right then and right there, and there was no other time to do it. But even if I was bad enough to where my parents thought I needed help, I was still too young to diagnose because I could have just been another kid with an underdeveloped frontal lobe. The benefit of your mom thinking that you're insane is that you don't have to act like you aren't insane. The downside of it is that if your mom thinks you're insane, she probably also doesn't realize that she's insane. She doesn't realize that things that she's done in general or just to you were done out of these perceived insanity. And she probably never will. If 2 bipolar people have a kid, it's about 50 to 80% chance that their kid will also have bipolar. If it's just one parent, though, there's about a 15 to 30% chance that their kid will also have bipolar. With that being said, about 80% of people with bipolar disorder at least have one bipolar parent. Do with that what you will.
I tried to fight my mommy issues once and grabbed a baseball bat, but my baseball bat was too small.
Intersectionality is the overlapping of various social categories that influence thoughts or actions. It is the culmination of people as a whole and their lived experiences. Think about the last time you felt like a stranger to someone you knew, whether that be your friends or your parents or your siblings. Maybe it's because you haven't seen them in a while, or maybe it's because you went through a life-changing event. Sometimes it's your environment changing, sometimes it's you changing, and you end up on the cusp. In communications, we call that border dwelling, where someone lives between cultures.
Have you ever felt like an outsider in your own home?
No.
And you should be with your own kind. You know, normal people who have never felt debilitating distress in their entire life.
Have you always been successful at small talk?
Have you always been able to clean your room and eat 3 meals a day?
Have you always been good at setting boundaries with other people because you've never felt world-ending fear that nobody would ever love you because you have problems?
Have you always had the luxury of not knowing what an SSRI is?
Have you always been ignorant to the context of ribby sock jokes?
Have you always been good at picking up on social cues?
Have you always wondered why your friends couldn't just turn off their phones so they don't get disturbed?
Have you ever wondered why your friends get so bothered by something as menial as a phone alarm during a fake commercial?
Have you always wondered why your friends feel the need to pick fights with each other?
This happens instead of simply not getting upset. This happens all the time!
No, the fuck it doesn't!
Anything else?
No! Join us. Join me. Join me at nerdtypicalmingle.com. Please.
You want to be around totally normal people, neurotypical mingle, that count. Or don't. Happy being a healthy, normal person who can make decisive decisions to you.
And that's okay. Question.
Is ordered mother a blanket term or?
There are voluntary and involuntary, short-term and long-term.
Which one am I?
You are an involuntary, short-term traveler. You are someone that was removed from an environment you knew, not by choice, which makes you involuntary, but you were going to return eventually, which makes it short-term.
What happens when someone returns?
Often reverse culture shock.
What makes that different from regular culture shock?
Regular culture shock happens when a traveler is removed from their known culture and is placed in a different one. If when they return, they've been removed for so long that even if they knew this culture, it's no longer familiar. That's reverse culture shock.
So, what do you call an involuntary, short-term traveler experiencing reverse culture shock who doesn't want to interact with the culture that they came from?
Encapsulated.
Is that what I am?
That's what you are.
What about my mom?
What about her?
I mean, I know she's kind of having a hard time adjusting to an empty nest. I know she's kind of stayed in the same place since I moved out the first time. I know it's been hard on her.
Perhaps she is encapsulated.
Now, of course, this didn't help me fall asleep, but it did keep me from getting bored. Anyways, I have to take sedatives every night now.
Are you taking your meds every night?
Yes, Dr. Puppet.
And how's that going?
It's hard to get out of the bed in the morning.
What time are you waking up?
8 for class.
What time are you going to bed?
Midnight at the latest.
Is that when you fall asleep or when you take your medication?
When I try to fall asleep.
Any side effects?
If I stay up too late on them, I get nauseous. And I'm tired all the time.
That's to be expected when adjusting to new medication. There's often an adjustment period in any psychiatric medication. It depends on the person, but if it's really bad, shoot me an email and we can wean you off it, okay?
Okay.
Finding medication works for time, but you have the rest of your life to figure it out.
What if I don't want to spend the rest of my life like this?
Some people get by just fine without medication, some do not.
Well, how do I know if I'm better off with or without it?
It depends on the person. You just need to remember that medication is going to make your symptoms better, not make them go away completely. Lower your expectations.
Okay.
Of course, I'll see you in a month.
Can't be running around after midnight anymore because I need to sleep off the sedatives. But if my brain's too active, they won't keep me asleep. They'll just keep me from being too active in general, so that eventually I can sleep for a little bit. There was this weird rite of passage in high school where everyone was competing to prove that they had the worst sleep schedules. We were so focused on the fact that we didn't sleep that we ignored all the reasons that we did. And then we did want to sleep. And we grew up, and some of us take like melatonin supplements. Some people smoke or drink. I have prescription pills, but either way, if you understood what my brain does every night without something stopping it, you'd understand why people with mental disorders are prone to self-medicating. Come in.
Hey, I'm going over to Wren's. You want to come? Got it. Call if you need anything.
You too. Hey, can you hit the lights?
Yeah.
Have you ever been left behind? It's very discouraging. Especially if you don't know why you were left behind. Is it because you have no balance? Is it because when sometimes you want to be asleep, you slow down the group? Is it because when you want to be asleep, but you haven't been able to sleep for more than 5 hours a night that week, you're just impossible to keep up with? Is it because they're sick and tired of hearing how your mother has been screaming at you the same way that she has been since you were 13? Is it that, or is it the fact that you're just not used to it yet, so they leave before they even get the chance to? Or is it literally everything else? You know, sometimes you can't tell if you've been left behind, especially if you're unfamiliar with what people do when they leave someone behind.
Yeah, we're totally leaving you behind.
Okay.
You're my absolute least favorite person.
Okay.
I stopped talking to you because I hate you.
Okay.
I stopped talking to you because you're so dramatic.
Okay.
Mabel stopped talking to you because he knows you're crazy.
Okay.
Mabel and I say that we love and accept whatever, but it's always conditional.
Okay.
Literally, nobody wants to be around you.
Okay.
Everyone's scared of you.
Okay.
Even Nick doesn't actually like you. Even your mom doesn't like you. I would never have talked to you again if I wasn't trying to date your roommate.
Okay.
He hates you, you know.
Okay.
He can't wait to get away from you. He's getting away from you.
Okay.
He's running away from you.
Okay.
He's leaving you behind. Permanently.
Okay.
Because that's what happens when you have problems.
Okay.
It's really not worth it to be your friend.
Okay.
You're the only person that's going to be there for yourself. We both know that you're pretty unreliable.
Okay.
There's a reason they didn't press you harder to go walk with them.
Okay.
It's because they need a break from you.
Okay.
Especially a real world rep.
Okay.
With how much you put them through.
Okay.
You should really make it easy.
Has she been sleeping and eating?
Who, B?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you ask her yourself?
Because it's awkward?
Why would it be awkward?
I'm pretty sure she hates me by now.
Why would she hate you?
Mabel and I did kind of ditch her.
Well, she definitely convinced herself I hated her.
Right.
But only after like 2 years of not seeing each other, so it needed time to simmer.
Right.
And now we live together.
Right.
It's best not to let it simmer.
Where do I even start with that?
A good first step would probably be to figure out where she went. I'm sure she's fine.
Mom.
Hey, honey, what you doing?
Nothing.
Oh, no, Nick.
Not right now.
Oh, where are you?
I'm at home.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I think you really need more friends.
I have friends.
I have friends too, but those aren't the only people I need around me.
I have friends.
Beatrice, you're going to meet people who stick around you when other people leave you. How many missed phone calls do you have right now? I'm assuming it's none. You're alone on a Saturday night with not a single person trying to talk to you. You need more friends.
Hi, B.
Hi, Puppet Mabel.
I heard you talked to Wren.
Puppet Wren.
They're very blunt.
Yeah, they are.
What question do you have for me? I'll be nicer.
Did you actually stop talking to me over the summer because I just wasn't around, or was it because you were scared of me?
B.
What?
That's not fair.
You literally just asked what questions I have for you. Hey, not You can't just walk out of my imagination before I want you to.
But we do it all the time.
That doesn't mean that I want you to. But also, I can't actually stop you from doing what you want to do, so free will.
It's your imagination, though.
So?
So? Can you not control your own imagination?
Can you? Hi, Puppet Mabel. You know that feeling when people just walk away from you? I can't be mad, because I do it too. To my mom, because I don't want to talk to her. One time, she told me that if I wanted to save all the bad people in the world, that I should start looking at myself first. She doesn't even really remember saying it, because for her, it was just blowing off steam, and I was the only person in the car, but for me, it was really traumatic, because what the fuck do you do when your mom tells you you're a bad person when you're 16? You believe her. When I was little, she also had a terrible relationship with her weight, and so, of course, I got body image issues and a terrible relationship with food. She also used to have these little mini meltdowns where she told us how she felt like nobody cared about her, which I also picked up from her, along with the cleaning sprees. But the only difference is that she threatened to throw away all my things if I didn't help her. And I just cried. I used to daydream a lot. You know, I invented this universe, multiple universes actually, where I would run away, start completely new somewhere. You know, nobody would find me for up to 3 to 5 business years. Nobody would know where I was, especially my parents. You know, nobody would know until somebody ran into me by chance. You know, it could be an old friend, anyone, but my mother really. And I don't hate her though. I care about her enough to worry about her the way she's supposed to worry about me. She only worries about how much makeup I put on, or how much I weigh, or what clothes I'm wearing, instead of worrying about if I like the way my makeup looks, or if I'm eating enough, or if I like the way that my clothes look on me. And I can't talk to her about it because she'll just get mad. You know, some people will put in so much effort into proving that they're completely normal, that they do the exact opposite of what they consider normal. And you know what isn't normal? The inability to set boundaries with your feelings. Because sometimes something bad will happen, And if you don't tell them, they'll just get mad when they find out later. If you do tell them, they'll tell you that they raised you better. If you wait a little while and then tell them eventually, they'll just get mad again. Because why are you bringing this up now? Attention. Nope, nothing else. Nothing to guide you. You're their child who they're supposed to protect and love to the right path. And that's how Nick and I bonded, actually. Mothers with problems that they never get help for. So they projected their problems onto us. And now we have problems too that they shame us for having because they refuse to believe that there's the smallest chance that they're just us without therapy or friends.
Hey, where'd you go? We missed you.
Where'd I go?
Disappeared on us at the park this morning. I've been trying to call you.
Oh.
It's okay.
Okay.
Actually, never mind. It's not okay. That's a fucked up thing to do to your friends, me. If you want to run off and ditch your friends, that's your problem. But are you even going to pick up the phone?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? I know you're usually a one step at a time kind of person, but you know what? It's one of my least favorite things about you. It's very agitating, waiting for you to catch up. You can't sit in the same place forever and expect anyone to wait for you. And here you are, lying in bed moping because nobody wants to be your friend. You're not even thinking for yourself right now. I'm a puppet in your imagination because it's easier than actually trying to deal with reality. Nobody wants to be around that. Your mom doesn't just tell you things for no reason. She's trying to help you so you don't end up sad and alone and desperate for attention with no end in sight.
Hi. Hi, honey, how are you?
Same as when you called me 2 hours ago.
Right. B, you can't do that. If you don't want to answer the question, say you don't want to answer the question.
I don't want to answer the question.
See? That was so easy. Took a single second. Are you still home?
Yeah. Hi, Mom.
That's it?
Yeah.
I'm your mother.
Okay.
I expect something more, like a hug, not just, hi, Mom.
How was your day?
What is wrong with you?
What do you think?
B,
What? How are you going to get mad at me when I respond?
I don't know what you mean.
What about it do you not know?
Your attitude for one.
2.
What?
You said for 1, implying that there's more. What else?
You pick fights.
Okay.
And you don't take care of yourself. Clearly, otherwise you wouldn't have to be medicated.
Do you take care of yourself?
Don't change the subject.
Okay, what else is wrong with me?
You're incredibly disobedient.
Okay.
You're a slob.
Okay.
You have absolutely no respect for anyone, not even yourself.
Okay.
You don't care about anyone but yourself.
Okay.
You have no motivation.
Okay.
And you waste your life daydreaming and trying to be special.
Okay.
Do you hate me or something?
No.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
And then what did I do?
What?
Oh, where did I go so wrong that my own daughter hates
I
me?
literally just said that I didn't hate you.
What did I do? Or is it just you? Is it just the fact that you're disrespectful and don't care about anyone but yourself?
Ooh, you don't care about anyone but yourself.
Ooh, every good thing you've ever done, you did it for yourself. Ooh, even when you were a little baby, had absolutely no soul or ability to do literally anything.
Ooh, making your family smile because you were cute, all for personal gain so they give you more leeway when you were older.
Ooh, making me happy to have a kid? Selfish. You took away all the joy of having a child.
Every time you didn't kill a bug and just scooped it up and put it outside, it was just because you didn't want to feel bad about killing a bug, not because you actually cared.
Ooh, every time you listen to someone who is
just because you wanted karma points that you're so desperately gonna need when you die.
Ooh, every time you brought me ice cream when I went to the breakup last year, just so I would think you were a good friend. Clearly, I don't think that anymore because I won't talk to you. Actually, I keep meaning to, but I just feel bad. Because you were so selfish in convincing me that you were a good friend that now I feel bad that I stopped talking to you.
Well, what?
Ooh, you're mentally ill. When your mother calls you selfish, sometimes you believe her, which is why you want to turn into a beaver and swim away.
What do you have to say?
Nothing, really.
You're helpless. You can barely even get out of bed in the morning.
Oh, what? Like how you mean you can barely talk to somebody some days without an ending in an argument?
You're the one that starts it every
Do
time.
I really? Or do you just tell yourself that so you don't feel guilty for screaming at your kid?
I don't feel it.
You absolutely do.
I absolutely do.
If you didn't, we wouldn't be here right now. I don't talk to you because all you do is not listen to me and scream at me.
Well, maybe I wouldn't yell at you if you just talk to
Do
me.
you really not see the problem with that statement?
You're the one with problems. You did not get to blame me.
Mom, I promise you I'm not the only one with problems here.
What are you trying to say?
That you raised me, and I have your genetics.
Beatrice, why do you have to be like this?
Your actions have consequences, and I'm the consequences.
B?
Oh, no, not
I did not raise you like this.
You really did, though.
You need to get back in your goddamn place.
Okay. Please leave so that I can cry now.
That's not fair. Why would you tell me that?
Pete? Hey, is this where you've been all day? I think we saw your mom leave. Do you want to talk about it? She looks so different than I remember. But to be fair, I don't think she recognized me at all. Remember when you called me over the summer just because you wanted to tell me what was happening, even though we hadn't talked in, what, 3-4 years?
Yeah.
It wasn't scary, for the record. I know you were iffy about reaching out. I don't know what your mom said or did, but I'm just going to assume she's wrong. And just because someone who's supposed to love you hurts you instead, that does not mean you're not supposed to be loved. There are so many people who will do what that person won't.
I'll be fine in a week.
It's okay if you aren't.
Yeah, well, who knows at this point?
You'll be fine. I mean, you made it this far, and now you're medicated, and probably more stable than half the people I know.
I love irony.
I know, right? I really am glad. And I'm hungry, and I'm assuming everyone else is if we want to head out and get dinner.
There's quite a few concepts that factor into nonverbal communication. Understandings of things like time and space are factors. If you have one concept of something and I have another, then that opens the door for miscommunication. If someone considers 10 minutes past time late, but someone else considers on time late, then the way those two people will react to someone being 5 minutes late will be different. Some people think 2 feet is too close, others think shoulder to shoulder is not too close at all. Of course, for most people this is affected by the relationship, but even then, some people think that the relation doesn't matter so much as the person, and other people think that space doesn't matter because of a relationship.
Hi, I'm Olivia.
I'm Harris.
And I'm Philipa.
Recently, we started using www.getyourselfsomegoddamnhelp.com.
GetYourselfSomeGoddamnHelp.com is a website that helps you find in-network psychiatric and therapeutic care in your area.
Because we all know people who definitely need therapy, but their insurance won't cover it.
We also all know people who have access to therapy, but refuse to take it, because I guess someone with a God complex and a tendency to make fun of people who are struggling mentally has a completely healthy outlook on life. That was sarcasm.
Even if you think you don't need help, join GetYourselfSomeGoddamnHelp.com.
If nothing else, join to prove you don't need therapy.
It'll give you the resources to better understand and help other people.
And if you think you shouldn't help other people because no one helped you and you turned out fine, no.
Sorry. Did that make you mad?
Guess what? Anger issues are also bad. Look into that.
GetYourselfSomeGoddamnHelp.com aims to help deconstruct the stigma that alienates so many people.
But they can't do all the work for you.
Freeing you and your loved ones from a seemingly endless cycle of issues you may not even realize are problems starts with you.
Understanding yourself is key to not being a dick. To other people, whether that be intentionally or unintentionally.
And in case you're wondering, yes, you should try to not be a dick to other people.
And some people are great at that, but either way.
It's still worth it for anyone and everyone to join.
Yes, we're looking at you.
Hi, Paul.
How's that divorce going?
Your kids aren't going to choose you when they turn 14.
So join us.
Join us.
Join us.
And get yourself some goddamn help.
Get yourself some goddamn help.
Get yourself some goddamnhelp.com.
Join yourself some goddamn help.com. Join yourself some goddamn help.com. Join yourself some goddamn help.com today.
At the base of all things, everything is arbitrary. Time is arbitrary. Space is arbitrary. Words and languages and sounds and movements are all arbitrary. Because everything is arbitrary, so is normalcy. Normal is only what we collectively decide that it is.
I am, however, in a constant state of paranoia that everyone hates me. This usually isn't correct, but that doesn't stop the paranoia. And it doesn't actually stop people from actually hating me too, as well. Delusions aren't always hallucinations or psychosis, but they're just normally ideas that you've seen your friends go through 70% of the time.
All of my friends hate me. Oh. Okay.
You can't disprove delusions, but you can't prove them. And if you can't prove them, that means it's just the truth. You know, some people will spend so much time thinking that somebody hates them because they can't talk to them, you know, whether that be in the form of a mental roadblock or just not talking to them. Hi, Mom.
Hey, honey, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. Tell me about your day, what you up to?
Waiting for Mitch and Wren.
Yeah, well, what are y'all gonna do?
Just hang out.
That's it? Or go see a movie or something. Get dinner after. Have some fun. I want you to enjoy life.
I gotta go.
Well, tell Nick I said hi.
Bye.
I love you.
Hi.
Hey. Oh no. What you doing?
I'm waiting for Mitch and Wren.
Right. Are they dating?
Great question. Absolutely not.
Oh, that makes me feel so much better. I thought Wren was just lying to me specifically.
Why?
I don't know. He stopped asking me to hang out. I thought I'd been replaced as the best friend. I don't know how that happens without you not knowing it.
Yeah, man. This just sucks.
I give it 2 months before they start dating, and then I'll decide whether or not I forgive Wren.
I say 3.
Why 3?
Oh, I mean, just to be safe.
I feel like 2 is pretty safe.
Yeah, but if we give them more time with this deadline that they know nothing about, maybe they won't feel too rushed for it to work out, you know? They could already also be dating and they just haven't told us.
I swear
It would be
to
really
God.
funny. It would be really funny.
I'll laugh when we get there.
Right.
Also, where are they?
They're carpooling.
They're dating! Right. Oh. Mabel?
About damn time!
You can't get rid of me.
I'm not trying to get rid of
Awesome, let me have your house. Hey, Nick.
Hi.
How was class?
We had a fun little class debate.
Isn't that a psych class?
Yes.
How is that fun?
It's not. I was being sarcastic. Why would you have a debate in a psych class?
Yikes.
Why would you let a freshman harass his classmate?
But it's an intro-level psych class. You don't look smart. You just look like a dick.
You know, there's this thing that he should try out. I found out about it the other week.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's called Get Yourself Some Goddamn Help.
I love that site.